I'm Carolyn Aronson, and you're watching New You. I think I always wanted to be an entrepreneur. I was a hairdresser first, but I always knew I was going to be a salon owner, so I did that. My upbringing shaped my approach to entrepreneurship, really by my parents encouraging me to, if I was going to be a hairdresser, to be the best hairdresser I could be by going to college at night. They encouraged me to continue my education beyond just beauty school so that if I were to own a salon someday, I would actually have that business background. And not only that, just when I spoke to my clients, I would sound more educated. I would be able to talk about more worldly things. And so really, it was a progression through the industry that led me to be an entrepreneur within this industry. So one of the times that I realized I had my first big win is I was actually in LaGuardia Airport getting ready to fly over to Europe to open up distribution throughout Europe. And when I was waiting for the plane, I wandered into their hair salon. And I asked them if they had It's a 10. And it was interesting. The girl behind the counter said to me, we just sold our last bottle. And we are, and I'm not going to say the competitor, but we are a competitor's salon that we're not really supposed to be carrying It's a 10. But I talked my manager into carrying it. And she said, we can't keep it on the shelves. It sells like hotcakes. And I said, wow, that's amazing. I'm actually the owner and creator of It's a 10 Haircare. And she said, can I hug you? And she ran from behind the counter. She said, I always vowed I was gonna hug the person that made the It's a 10 hair mask. And she said, it's like the most amazing product. So that was kind of like, they say, when you make it in New York, you can make it anywhere. That was kind of my aha moment. Like, I think we're doing pretty good. When you're an entrepreneur, you definitely go through a lot of highs and lows, and I've been doing this for over 18 years now. That's just hair product manufacturing that I've been doing that long. So definitely, I think one of my career lows was when I actually had to fight for my formulas that I created. When I had to fight for my formulas, I was about 10 years into owning It's a 10 Haircare and building the company from nothing. And I ran upon, a filler of mine that claimed that I didn't know my own formulas. And I stood my ground, and it worked out. Yes, there is a 10,000 hour rule. It's an expression within people who excel in something that they're very good at, is that they've literally spent 10,000 hours doing it. And so it really has to do with how much time and energy they've put in it. I've been a hairdresser for 38 years and been in the beauty industry pretty much since I was a little kid. So I think I checked that box. As a young Latina, being in the foster care system as a young child and being adopted by a wonderful American family, what I would tell my younger self is probably don't listen. Don't listen to the noise. It's what you make of it, what you choose to make of your life. I'm just beginning. I've created a makeup line. I've created a hair tool line. I've created a hair extension line. I'm constantly creating new products and bringing things to our industry that I feel it's lacking. So I'm also gone worldwide. I'm in 74 countries now. So I think I'm just starting. I think the role that It's a 10 has played over the years, obviously we're an 18-year-old brand now, is that, we really from day one were for all hair types. I had worked on all hair types behind the chair. We never were a brand that was just out to be inclusive. And that seems to be the kind of hot topic or the hot, tag word right now. We were really inclusive from day one. The products that I make work for all hair types and solve hair problems. So we were never in just the black hair care line. We were never in just the Caucasian hair care line. We really fit in all aisles from day one. So I think that's important because we all need to embrace our own natural beauty. So I think what keeps my creative spark alive is just the ever changing industry. I get excited about new technology. I get excited about newness. I love change. So keeping up with all of that excites me. I happen to have 5 children, so obviously keeping up with them and the trends. And, listen, they're so technology savvy. I learn so much from them. And not only that, just the styles and everything. So, I have everything from a 22-year-old to a 2-year-old. And I'm just beginning, as I mentioned. So it's a fun industry. Love my industry. Yeah, that's a great question where my confidence came from. I ask myself that a lot, actually. I think a lot of it is just my perspective of things. I don't let fear hinder me. I actually use fear to motivate me. And so when I have those moments that I maybe run into a roadblock, or I think, this may be something that could be a problem for me, I use that kind of energy to get creative and kind of zig when they zag, and really, or maybe it's, something happened where it's taking me in a new direction. I don't let that, give me anxiety. I actually let it motivate me. And maybe the fact I grew up with 3 older brothers, I had to join them rather than let them beat me, right? So if you can't beat them, join them. And that's what I've done, I think. Okay, guys, that's a wrap. Thanks for having me.